We're live. We're live. We're live. We're live. We're live.
Good morning to you. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you. Middle of the week. Wisdom Wednesday as well.
Wisdom Wednesday. Thank you for joining us
I'm Brian
today.
K. McNeill.
I am LisaSantiagoMcNeilll.
And together make up what's called the Empowerment Duo. And you're tuned into a broadcast called Let's Talk About It.
Let's talk about it.
And we do have a topic today.
Mm-hmm.
Our topic today is
friendships today.
The way we consider friends.
Yeah.
The way we think about friendship.
I think it's different than
I think it's different than where we grew up as well.
Yeah, we're going to talk about some of the differences.
And I would love to hear what you think about it as well.
Yeah, some of the differences, some of the nuances, what's different, and what you like about it and what you wish you had back. We're going to talk about it back in a moment as soon as I find the commercial. Back in a moment.
Good morning. My name is Brian McNeill.
And I am LisaSantiagoMcNeilll.
And thank you for joining us on our show, Let's Talk About It. We come to each Monday through Friday right here on the SIBN network, on iHeartRadio, YouTube, TuneIn, as well as Facebook Live. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Like. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm telling you, what about your friends? You know, I can't remember the next line.
Are they going to stand?
Are they going to stand? What?
Their ground?
Are they going to be around again? Hey, what about your friends? What about your friends? Or more specifically, friendship today? How does that look with the nuances of unfriending? The new word that came in 2020, I think, when the advent of Facebook, unfriending,
or take a break from the friendship.
Yeah, take a break from the friendship.
Which I did 2 times today.
Did you?
Yeah. 2 people today. I could have just flat out unfriended them because that's how close I feel about them. But I chose to take a break from them, which means for a little while.
Just time out them.
Yeah, I don't want to hear from them.
Well, and that goes back to the interpretation of friends, because I took a time out from you for a couple of seasons. I didn't unfriend you, but I put you in a timeout place virtually during the political season because the energy just wasn't meshing with me. And it was only in that space that, it was a little bit different. You didn't bring it into my physical space, but friendship is about who you let into your space, like your online space, or your physical space, who you will listen to.
There's an expression. Paula Abdul made a hit out of it. Opposites attract. Okay.
Yes.
People think that opposites attract. Actually, opposites only pique interest, but they don't sustain.
You think so?
Yes. Opposites don't stay together.
Hey, Sister Birdie.
Is that Birdie Rouse? Good morning to you, sister. How you doing?
Good morning.
People, there's another expression that counteracts that completely. Birds of a feather
flock together.
That means similar birds hang out with similar birds.
Yeah.
And that is much closer to the truth.
Well, I think that is not just a truism for the sake of translating it with friendship, but it's true because birds of a feather, they have to have similar physiological structures.
Right, they have similar ways to eat and feed to survive.
In order to survive, in order to be together, which sort of begs to differ. It's something that I've thought about. It's not really a pleasant thought, but that fat people are usually like a whole clack of fat people. You don't have a yoga person hanging out with a let's go out to eat person. Like you might have them from time to time together,
right?
But your hangout partners, your buddies, is going to be your big ups. You're down for some all you can eat.
Yeah. Let's go mess up a buffet together. I'm down with that. Let's go wreck that buffet. Okay, let's do it. Those are things that.
Or let's go to yoga together.
Let's go to hot yoga
today. Pilates.
Or let's go to yoga this place
hiking,
or that place.
Or let's do this. So there's some things that people do together. That actually brings me to the benefit of some of this virtual friendships.
Well, I want to talk about that.
Yeah, because with the virtual friendships, some of our friendships cross-pollinate in such a way that we gain benefits from each other, from people who might not necessarily be just like us.
Good morning, Uzama. I'm so happy that you're here.
Good morning,
Good morning, Dr. Deborah. We have a topic, friendship today.
Friendship today.
And I think it's pretty interesting, okay? We start off today talking about the phrases that were new to us, like unfriending someone. Unfollowing and taking a break from someone. I made a post with the intention of finding. I said, are there any black men amongst my friends and followers who are willing to vote for the felon? And two guys, it's always the same two guys that are pro-Trump that are in my sphere. So it came up last night in a men's group where I talked about it.
I think even way you phrased that question was looking for I was looking to find out who would say raise their hand to that, because I don't want to be your friend. If you could justify that, I don't want to be your friend. Oh, wow.
Okay. And I said so last night in the men's group, and somebody in the group did respond similar to what you just did. If you are willing to overlook the blatant racism, even today, the way he talks about Latinos and Haitians and all that, if you're willing to overlook that, and you're willing to overlook the meanness and the pettiness, and you're willing to overlook the fact that he speaks on a 4th grade level, and that you're willing to overlook the fact that he's 78 years old, which means in 2 years, if he's still alive,
I'm not going to let you
wait. I'm finished this point. If you're willing to overlook all that and the abject chaos and unlawlessness that when he was president, if you're willing to overlook that, all of that, then you don't think like me, and I don't want to be your friend. Okay. So I said that last night because what about somebody that you know and like? Even if someone that I love, I'd have serious questions about that. And I would want them to be able to defend it if not. So today I found the two people again who always support that. And I put them on a social media take a break because I don't want to hear from them for a while at all. That's how I feel about it. Okay. If you can do that, you're not my friend. Okay. Like someone who can condone whipping a slave. That's all right. I don't want you as my friend because you don't see these people as people. Okay. I don't want you. Okay.
I get it. Hey, Sister Ava.
Neighbor.
Good morning. Good morning. She was in the streets. She was out there in them Facebook streets rattling up issues. I was sitting there saying,
what?
She got this.
She got some stuff going on.
She got this.
So let's go with that. Okay.
Eating my popcorn.
We're talking about friendship today. Ava's our neighbor. She lives 2-3 houses away from us. Gone are the days where you would just pop in on a neighbor, just stop by to chat, see how you doing, hang out with you. No one does that anymore. You don't pop in on your neighbors. You don't do none of that stuff. Okay.
Not even in the last 20 years, the last 15
Even though we're friendly. Oh yeah. I would dare not do that.
I'll pop in on her on Facebook.
Okay.
I will pop in on her on Messenger, and I might just check in on Messenger, like a pop in, hey neighbor, or whatever, or she's called and given me updates on certain stuff just from time to time. But yeah, I walk past her house every day.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much every day.
I wouldn't just stop by on anybody's house.
Hey, can I come in?
Yeah, no.
What?
Why do you need to come in?
Whoa. I would rather go outside. It's such a nice day.
And I don't let my kids go in anybody's house either.
Exactly. Can't do that anymore. It's not safe anymore. What's friendship today? Now, social media, like when we were of an age, you grew up and you became friends with the people that were in proximity to you.
Yeah.
The person whose locker was close to yours, the people that were in your class, the people that are on your block. That's the ones who became your friends.
Ava said, wave from the driveway. That's right. Dr. Deborah says, yes, no more popping in. Lena Janelle, good morning. Empowerment fan. Brian got me LOLing already.
Yep. Some more in the stand-up community. She has this funny joke. Even her best girlfriends, Hey girl, I'm outside. I brought those shoes that I borrowed from you. I'm about to come in. No, throw them in the yard and keep on going. You don't even pop in to bring back the shoes. No, throw them in the yard, girl. Keep it going. Oh,
I still have one friend that can come by anytime, and it can come pop up unannounced, although she doesn't. But just one.
Really?
Yeah.
Even that. Okay, I'd rather get a heads up.
Yeah, well, she's
a good girlfriend.
She does.
She's been around us. She's been around Lisa 100 years. She's been around me for 50 years. Okay, I know her well. Okay, but if I'm bare chested around my home, or whatever.
Well, it's been probably a little bit different in the last 8 years because we've been together, and she would never do that because I have a husband in the house. But before I had a husband in the house, well, she probably didn't have to pop in because we was already always together most of the time.
Dr. Deborah asked a good question.
Can you still pop in on a friend today?
Well, Dr. Deborah, allow me to pose that to you. Can a friend of yours pop in on you? Can they just pop in on you? Can they just show up and pull in your driveway? Hey, I just came by to see how you doing, checking on you. How would you take that, Dr. Deborah?
Now, you know what? I think this little part is interesting because I conflate friends with, or in the past, I've conflated friends with family because I didn't have very many friends, and the friends that I had, I considered family. But also family, do you consider popping up on family without advance notice?
Now, my youngest sister has told, we've had this conversation several times. She has told me, you can pop in anytime, Brian. I said, no, I can't. Yes, you can. At 2 a.m, I'm drunk. Come on. I'm not going to ever be drunk in public. I don't believe in that anymore. That's a long time ago. But that's just an example. She said it over and over again that her brother can pop in on her anytime without notice.
Same way.
What?
I feel the same way. If Patrick or Tommy had come by, they were in Charlotte, they were in the neighborhood, or whatever it is.
She's talking about.
It wouldn't matter. I mean, they would call from outside to make sure everybody in my house is dressed or whatever.
Sister Birdie Rouse admits.
Yes, a friend can pop in on me, and I'll be glad to see them. Amen. I think I felt that way as well. Ava said, my bestie has a key. If I don't answer, she will knock and ring the bell and enter. Sometimes I need an intervention or wellness check. I agree with that.
Awesome. Now, I believe in that. We should have somebody outside your home with a key.
Absolutely.
There could be circumstances. Okay.
I agree with that.
Somebody needs a key.
I agree with that.
Even if you're a single person, somebody else needs a key.
But I was bringing up the point of dropping in on family as a little point of contention to pick at you, because Brian and I have adult children that don't live in the home. So we have adult daughters and then 2 adult sons that don't live in the home. And Brian seems to be of the mind that when he's available, they need to make themselves available.
Okay. What's your point?
So I want to say that to everybody. If you think that they don't live in our city either. So if we happen to decide, we're going to go to Raleigh, for example, and that day we show up in Raleigh and we call, he expects to just come by. But I feel like these are adults with their own agendas. And I think it would be fair to say, this weekend we're thinking about coming up. How would you feel about us stopping by? And you don't seem to ever think that that's a fair request.
I don't give a daggone about that.
And you too, you get upset.
I'm gonna tell you why. I drove 2.5, 3 hours.
Yes.
And I'm in your city.
Right.
I don't care what you got to do. Okay. I don't come to your city every day. Okay. If I drive, if I drive 2.5, 3 hours to your city and I'm in your town and it's a 20-minute drive from where I am to where you are, I want to see you. Okay?
And that's fair. However, if you haven't told me that this particular 20 minutes, you're going to be in my city 20 minutes away, and I have had a whole week of life, maybe a whole month of life where I didn't have a single Saturday off, and now you think that it's reasonable for me to stop resting, stop relaxing, stop kicking around doing nothing, to get myself and my whatever number of children together.
Children and your house, or whatever you got to do. I don't care. I'm in town. Okay. I don't care about that. So, and I'll have a feeling.
I love it when they call me Big Papa.
Right. I don't give a jack going about any of that stuff. I'm in your town. I want to see you. I want to see you. I want to see my grands. I don't understand why you don't think it's fair. I hear you say it. You say it all the time.
I say it all the time.
But I don't think
even
like
try
that.
to
I don't think like that.
I even try to preempt it by saying, let's call.
I'm Papa.
Let's call
Brianna.
Let's call Kayla. Let's call and let them know that we're going to be in town.
Sure, I understand that.
Or that we're planning to be there.
Whether
this
we
weekend.
do or do not.
And that's why you get your feelings hurt.
Hey, that's my feelings will be hurt.
No, your feelings do get hurt.
But
because
I'm saying,
Brianna knows how to stand her ground.
Brianna's my firstborn.
And she will say, well, this is not a good time for me. Don't come by.
Yeah.
And she loves her daddy.
Mm-hmm.
But if she's got some stuff to do that you didn't give her any advance notice, I think it's fair.
I mean, I'm gonna be pissed off at
you. Be pissed off at everybody.
That's right. I'm gonna. That's just that. Dr. Deborah says.
She said, I read it. I don't really like popping company. Yeah. When I live alone, I did give my key to my sister for a wellness check.
Yes.
Absolutely. Say, hey, good morning, Sister Susan. She said, I think it's reasonable to touch base and see if you have time. Exactly.
Whatever, man.
Lena Janelle says, I caught the theme and I agree. I'm like Outcast. Please call before you come. Uh-huh. Even my BFF and day ones know better.
That's right.
I got too much going on not to get a call. My nosy ass aunt by marriage once dropped in on a day that me and my ex-husband were dealing with a mini crisis with the son who was a toddler. Mm-hmm. I refused to let her in. And she told on me to my daddy. I explained and didn't walk it back. I was a grown woman,
that's right.
And give me a heads up always unless somebody is dying. Well, amen. Great day, familia. Hey, Judy.
That's a great story, Sister Lena Janelle. That's right. Y'all were dealing with something. That nosy ass aunt did not know what you were dealing with.
But you think Daddy trumps everything?
I called you and said I'm in town.
I'm not
at your door.
No, you called, but she says
her
to
aunt
you.
Went to the house.
I get that, but I'm telling you, she has said to you numerous times, "Give me a heads up."
You're not going to get me to come over
that
to
you're
your
even coming to town because she has kingdom stuff to do. She has children. She's got a husband to tend to, and she may have other plans. Which include no plans that include you.
Whatever, man. I'm not going there. So
Miss Phyllis says, sometimes, yes, Brian, I know. When I come into town, I would think.
Right.
I inform you that I will be there next week. Let's get together. LOL. Thank you. I think so. The topic is friendship today.
That's the topic.
So it's actually evolved to not just friendship today as far as what friendship is defined as, but friendship as
with our adult children.
Your friendships with your adult children and family and neighbors, and how we interact with people now as opposed to 20 years ago.
Right. Again, I'm going to say longer term. I'm going to say 40 or 50 years ago. Our friends were people in close proximity to us.
Yeah.
Now we're not limited. Today is still Wednesday. It's now 9:17. We get a submission from Wisdom Wednesday. We've been for more than a year now. On Wednesdays, we get a submission from Brother Mark Greer. Let's hear what he has to offer us today.
Absolutely.
Good morning to you, Empowerment Duo family. Here we are again, another edition of Wisdom Wednesday. I was speaking with a friend the other night, and he has a tendency to focus on the negative from time to time. And as I listened to him for 10 solid minutes to go on about, I hate the job that I'm going to, I'm not making enough money, my life is not what it should be. I finally got to the point where I told him, stop. And I'm going to ask you a favor, and it's comprised of 2 words. Don't complain. And as he looked at me, I said, listen, don't complain about a job you hate when you choose to go there every day.
Whoop.
Don't complain about not making enough money. Choose to do something different so that you can make more money. Don't complain about your life as it is right now. if you're not going to do something to change your life as it is right now.
Come on, Mark.
So the time you're spending complaining could be time formulating a plan and doing something about the very things that you complain about. And I ended it with this statement: do not ever complain about something that you allow to happen, that you have given permission to. Because the very things you're complaining about are the very things you can change if you choose to. So Empowerment Duo family, we're all human beings, and there are going to be times when we complain about some things. Some things will be major, some things will be minor, but I'm going to tell you this morning, don't complain about something you allow to happen. Do something about it. As opposed to saying the world is a bad place, do something in your world to make it a good place. Because all of us aren't living in the world. We have our own worlds that we live in. And if you're complaining about what's not good in the world, I'm going to submit to you this morning, you need to focus on what you can make good in your world.
Yeah.
Because that's where you're going to live the rest of your days.
That's right. In your
You
own
may
world.
run across people in the world, but your world is paramount, or should be, to you. So don't complain about anything that you allow to happen. More importantly, don't complain about anything you have willingly decided to participate in. Because if you have made the choice to participate in it, you have no right to complain about it. So Empowerment Duo family, this day, this Wisdom Wednesday, use your wisdom and don't complain about things when you know you have the ability, the power, and the intellect to change those things. And I'm going to encourage you with everything in my body to do just that.
Come on, Mark.
Change doesn't happen overnight, but change can start today. So if there's something in your life that's not the way you want it to be, here's a question for you. What are you going to do about it? Because doing nothing is a choice as well.
Yep.
But we both know you're not that kind of person to do nothing. You're the kind of person who's going to do something. And not just something, something amazing. That's all we have for today, everybody. As always, you are that blessing that so many people in your life have been wishing for. Be that blessing, because you're going to receive every single blessing that you have prayed for. We'll talk to you again soon. Peace.
Peace.
That was wonderful. That was wonderful. And I like how it's going to arc today's talk.
It's going to arc today's talk.
It's going to change the tenor and talk of today. He's right.
Go ahead, baby.
He said the words don't complain.
I won't complain.
But I want to lift up the job that friend was complaining about was
One day,
exactly the job that he applied for.
Absolutely.
And at least at one moment, that was the job he really, really wanted.
Absolutely.
The relationship that someone might complain about. There was a time when that relationship was exactly what you wanted.
Street. Amen.
Yeah, that's what you wanted. You got what you wanted. And even the person who say they hate their job, it takes mere minutes for you to discover things about the job that they actually like.
That's right.
The fact that you get paid, you like that.
Amen.
Okay.
Dr. Deborah, good morning. She says, stop complaining about stuff you can change. Amen.
Amen.
Good morning,
Katura, we miss you, my sister.
Morning, my
How
sister.
you doing? She says, Grand Rising.
I see Madison acting out on Facebook. We're going to have to go whoop that butt.
I don't know who Madison is.
Her daughter.
Okay.
Her youngest daughter. I'm just messing up.
All
I'm
right.
just messing. Dr. Deborah goes on to say, what you going to do about it?
Yeah.
Great word, Brother Mark Greer.
Yeah.
Amen. Thanks for sharing. Amen. Lena Janelle, awesome word, Mark.
Wasn't
in
it?
all caps. I was praying to God earlier this morning, and this was an answer. This is a whole answer. Amen.
Yeah.
And Katura's laughing. That's right. We can go get her.
Something we lifted up on this broadcast lots of times was the T.D. Jakes quote that if you have a problem that can be solved
by money or man,
then you don't have a problem.
You ain't got no problem.
He says that. Now, at first, it's knee jerk. You want to reject that thought.
Absolutely.
Okay, but when you delve into it, the least little bit,
just a little bit. Good morning, brother.
If your problem
Jack.
can be solved by money or by a man,
then you
don't really have a problem. Because there's some problems that cannot be solved by money or man, like sickness, or injury.
It must be solved by God. Well, in some elements, even that's the right prayer, is because there are some illnesses that could be solved or helped by man or money, right? But there are some that cannot be, and so be open to praying for the direction to it. Amen. Because you don't want to end up with two boats in a helicopter. God been trying to send you the answer, and finally you expire and be mad, and he have to tell you, well, I told you to go to Dr. Sebi, and I told you to talk to Brother Moses, and I told you to, like, when you gonna get it, but you keep on doing it. I told you to put down those sodas
right in your face.
Right. I told you to stop eating all them hog maws, whatever it is.
She preaching. God sends your help. Jay, did you hear Mark Greer's word today?
It is everything.
It was amazing. Stop complaining.
Absolutely.
If you're not doing something about it, you can most of the time take actions. Let's go back to his example. A person that hate their job, not making enough money and don't like the job. They can implement plans to find a new job. They can develop skills to earn more money. There is something they can do. I hope Mark shows up here today, too.
I hope so, too. But I had to go back and catch this compliment. Amen.
Okay.
Lena Janelle said, head wrap Lisa is a whole vibe. Amen.
And then she said, preach Mark. Head wrap Lisa is a thing now.
Head wrap Lisa. So I guess you guys like the tall head wrap more than just the throw head wrap.
Or the laying across your head.
The laying across my head. I like it, too.
Just feel like whatever color you put around your pretty face, but it seems like the taller head wraps seem to get more
attention.
Attention, yeah.
But I was actually going to take it another further. Maybe I'm going to do it tomorrow, because I was actually going to put this on with that.
That would make it look like a crown almost.
Yes, but I chose not to, because sometimes you can't handle all
that
of me at one
time. Extra.
Hey, mom taught me a little something.
Speaking of extra,
she put me a check the other day.
Your mom?
Your mom. I said, Mom, you're just being extra. She said, my extra is better than your basic. I said, I gotta take that.
My extra is better than your basic.
Your basic. I said, I take that, and I'm gonna borrow it.
I was listening to a stand-up comedian last night talking about stupid words that need to go. These just make no sense. Words like extraordinary needs to go. You're ordinary. Now someone is extra. Those words just need to go. He had a whole list of words that just need to go.
Exactly. So I take extra every time. Dr. Deborah says, I pray God prepares him to receive the right job for him. Amen.
Now, thank you for saying that, Dr. Deborah. But will that man be able to answer, and is he positioning himself to receive it? Okay.
I got tickles everywhere, and I don't want it to look like I'm picking in my nose.
Relax. I've had that impact on women lots of times. You're sitting kind of close to me, baby. That's what happens. Okay. It's all right. Okay. You'll be fine. Okay. It takes a lot of women some time to get used to this, Dr. J. Maddie says, Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
It was great to see Jay again last night in the men's meeting.
Yes, it was great to see Patrina. We had a ball. We had Nairobi in the room last night.
Oh, really?
A person from Nairobi. It was 2:30 in the morning or 2:00 in the morning when she was with us, and she was excited to be there. And God gave a wonderful word, because I have put us on Eventbrite for Women Empowerment Networks to sort of get some new energy into the room. And we got a couple of people. Sister Linda was also new, and Sister Lydia was new to
Lydia Salette?
I don't think that was her last name.
Is she Raleigh?
No, she's not in Raleigh. She's in North Carolina, but I don't know.
Dudley?
No, that don't feel right.
Okay.
All right. She didn't give me her last name.
Okay.
But anyway,
have
I'm
a good friend that
excited
lives in
about
Raleigh
the
named Lydia.
expansion of Raleigh. I mean, Lydia is in Nairobi.
Okay, good.
Linda is in North Carolina, not Charlotte.
But
And-
even that right there, how cool is that? Lisa posted it on Eventbrite, so anybody in the world can find it.
Mhm.
And someone in Nairobi, Africa, found it and decided, I'm gonna get up.
Yes, and the fact that she chose to come to a spiritual business networking event, because I was very conscientious with my description of what our group is. Understand that we are about business, but we are about God. And you can feel free to worship God any way that you like, but you're not just going to get in here handing out business cards and thumbing up your nose at everything else. All the other business is secondary. God is primary in our meetings.
I'm so excited about you bringing it up again. My new Facebook group called Believers.
That's why I brought it up.
She was teeing up her husband. She knows some stuff. She knows some things. Believers was something to sell. Now, I love the group, but it's Believers. And I don't care how you believe, but we believe in the tenets of God and the Bible, okay? So, but in my group, I want people to feel comfortable to promote yourself.
Please.
Promote yourself and promote your stuff.
And we do the same in WIN as well. Women Empowerment Network as well.
Because there's so many Facebook groups and LinkedIn groups.
That are, you can't post this.
Only on Wednesdays or Fridays. I want them to feel free to showcase what they have. Showcase what you have.
Absolutely.
So in a comfortable way, I'm going to keep encouraging it until people believe it. Even me. I can join groups and get so upset with the group where the only person that posts in the group is the group founder. Okay, you scroll down, you see no other posts.
Now, there's nothing wrong with some
structure. Get out of those groups.
With some structure. And incidentally, that's how Brian and I got together.
How so?
Because you were precluded from posting in a group that you wanted to post in.
I hadn't thought about that. Mark Greer, thank you.
We haven't told the story in a long time.
We'll tell it.
Brother Mark, go
First
ahead and
off,
read it.
thank you for your message today. It was on time. It was great. And your messages are always great, Mark.
I won't complain.
And I appreciate you, brother. He says, what's happening, my people? The sun is shining. The sky is beautiful. And this life is amazing. Embrace this moment. It is a blessing to be alive. We read that together in the stylings of Mark Greer. Is that Brittany Thomas?
Hey, Brittany,
what's up, Brittany? How you doing? So, Brittany, I want your opinion. What does friendship or friends today mean to you?
What does that mean?
What does that mean? How do we look at friends?
Absolutely. Incidentally, I was talking about Brittany this week, I want to say Saturday or Sunday, to a friend all the way in Atlanta who already knows Brittany and knows her books and is excited about her upcoming DAG award and all those things.
Whoop, whoop.
The nominee for the DAG award, yes, that's
she gonna get one.
Amen.
I got one. I had a message to me on LinkedIn from a guy in Northern California. He sent me a message. He says, hey, Brian, I bought your book, Mastering Sales Language, and I think it's terrific. And let's connect here on LinkedIn.
My uncle
How
Butchie,
did he find my book?
Absolutely.
But he bought it and read it. Yep.
And my Uncle Butchie actually reached out on Facebook and said, how do I get Brian's books? What's his links? And I sent him the links and everything. And I said, but you got a connection. You good for people.
I mean, you happen to be married to the guy. You happen to be the one that published his books.
Absolutely.
Uncle Butchie, is that our lady? Lady Vicky Linnell Evans, the Grand Madame. How you doing, Vicky?
Amen. Hey, Shirley. Amen.
There we go.
Dr.
Shirley's
Deborah
here.
Says,
the party can start now.
Brittany. That's right. The party can start.
Shirley's here now. We can get the party kicking off. Friendship. What does that mean today? We're gone from the days where our friends just happen to be the people around us. Mm-hmm. Our coworkers used to be our friends.
Yes.
Because they were around us.
Yeah.
People on our street, people that was in our schools, that used to be our friends. We're not anymore. And we don't even look at friendship like we used to.
No. Good morning, Brother Dwight. Sister Moore. Sister Moore. I can't think of her first name
Cynthia?
Now. Yes, Cynthia Moore.
Okay.
Amen. Brother Mark says that was actually pretty good. You all had
the
that
union thing going
on. In another note, outstanding
men's meeting last night. It is. And Mark, thank you for being consistent. Mark is he can observe. He can see some stuff. And he don't have to be the center of attention, but when he speaks, it normally hits. And he's been so consistent over time, Mark, over the years, Mark, of highlighting, because it's so easy to forget the value of the men's meeting. It's so easy to forget the value of it and how good it is and how important it is. And Mark, every time you say it reminds me, because my head be down sometimes. Sometimes I'm just doing it,
Well, I almost canceled the women's meeting last night.
Yes, you did. She mentioned it
several times. I prayed about it. I begged
what do
God
I have to
just
do to not do it? She was tired.
Tired, frustrated, did not feel like I had anything to say or do, but honey, baby. Not only did God show up and make that meeting everything that I needed.
That you what?
That I needed.
Needed.
Amen.
Yes, go ahead.
He used me in such a way that I wish that we recorded these meetings, because I was able to give and receive the message from God. It was amazing. It was amazing. And God is so good.
Jay is clowning Mark. He says, Martin looked amazing last night because you couldn't see his face. That's why he looked amazing.
Amen.
I want to go back to that. Because your loving husband did say to you yesterday afternoon, well, baby, if you press your way and go, you might find a blessing for you there.
I didn't even hear you say that. I couldn't hear anything from my husband.
But I did say that to her yesterday.
As much as I love him, I had blocked him out because I was frustrated with life and everything. And everything was just complicated and pressed. And
right in the middle of you being blessed, you felt all of that stuff.
Absolutely.
And then you get blessings. But let me tell you, it was when we used to meet in person, there was some days where I didn't want to go into the men's meeting.
Mm-mm.
You remember?
Yeah.
Because we had a bunch of teenagers, Jay, and these teenagers, they thought they knew how life worked.
Of course, they know everything.
And they knew all about guns and and I was just sick of them. So there was one day in particular, because we used to meet in these two houses right next door to each other.
Yeah.
The women's meeting and the men's meeting. And we were there, and I didn't even want to go in the room.
Yeah.
Okay, but I pressed my way and did it because it's not just about me.
Amen. Dr. Deborah said, I needed Win last night. Win is a church for me right now.
Yeah.
I was driving and could not get my phone to log in. I am so sorry. We missed you, but it was so good. I missed Dr. Deborah. I missed Jacqueline. I'm grateful that Susan has been talking to Sister Jacqueline as well, so we keep her. We had another visitor that was there last night. The very active and vibrant octogenarian Sister Barbara J. Hamilton.
Yeah, she was there last night.
She was there and she was sharing. Brother Mark says.
Oh, Brittany first.
Oh, Brittany says, yes, thank you. I'm so excited for the awards. Friendships are special. I think it's sacred. You should be authentic around your friends. We also need friends who hold us accountable.
Amen. Mark Greer says, J. Matty, bruh, are you still drinking? And that's a joke they have going on.
Are you still drinking,
between Jay and Mark? And I know Jay read that and just chuckled. Okay. But interesting, Dr. Deborah said, I needed it last night. Lisa didn't feel like it hours before, but Dr. Deborah says today that she needed it. And we often don't know. So much of life is showing up. Just show up. Okay.
Well, if you need me, I'm available today in the morning. So feel free to reach out. We can connect and pray and just fellowship if you just need to, or we can work whichever you like.
Shirley Dejanette Wyatt says, but God.
But God.
I'm still feeling Mark Greer's message. Don't complain. Stop.
Don't complain.
If you're not going to do it. Lou Holtz had the 3 C's in life that you should not do. The 3 C's not to do. It says, don't criticize, don't condemn, and don't complain.
Mm-hmm.
Don't criticize and don't condemn anything or anyone, and don't complain. Condemning. There's no good in that person. they're doomed. This situation's horrible. Condemning, criticizing without the benefit of a way to make this thing good. It's just for the sport of criticizing. Don't do that. And don't complain.
Don't complain.
Yes, because when you do complain, has anything ever gotten better? And it might be. I just want to hear what you says. Has anything gotten better because of complaining about it?
Not really. Man.
You couldn't think of anything that gets better from complaining?
Maybe if I'm being totally transparent, sometimes I feel like we think stress is lessened when we complain.
Okay.
Like sometimes.
Oh, this is going to be good. We think it is going to lower your stress if you complain. Okay. Yeah, she said think.
I said think, and I'm still processing. But I know that sometimes I appreciate having a safe place to just kvetch, complain about the situation. I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm not even going to act on what I say.
You're venting.
I just got to get it out. Either my therapist, my husband, and I'm even very conscientious about either of or my higher power, because I'm always conscientious that I never want what I'm complaining about to get into the wrong ears.
Yeah. I thought you were going to go someplace different, but I like where you went, because sometimes we do think that I'm complaining and getting it out will make us feel better.
Yeah.
And sometimes we get it out and we don't feel better. We just feel worse.
Sometimes hearing it gives us another perspective. You think you're just being silly, or you're complaining about something you don't have any control over. Or sometimes
I said that to you. I just want you to hear how that sounds, baby. When was the last time I said something like that to you?
You say that all the time.
Ah! I say that when?
All the time.
She'll say something, and instead of me complaining about it, I just want you to hear what that sounds like, sweetheart. Just listen to what you just said.
You say it all the time.
I don't say it all the time, but
you do.
Sometimes you'll say some stuff, and I'm like, did she? Maybe I want you to hear what you just said. Let's catch up. Brittany says, yes, it's in the press. It's in the press.
It's in the press.
Shirley Jeanette Wyatt says,
I will have to go back and watch.
You should watch Mark Greer. It was a very good message.
Mark Greer's message is always powerful.
It was a very good one today.
It was powerful
Vicky
today.
Linnell Evans says, I've learned how to categorize my friends. One, the confidants. And you guys know who your confidant is. Mm-hmm. Number two, constituents. We're in the same sphere, but we ain't friends. We friendly. Comrades. We can roll together. Okay? That's how I'm interpreting them, Sister Vicky.
It.
And knowing the difference. Thanks, Bishop T.D. Jakes, for that wisdom.
Amen.
T.D. Jakes, that second T.D. Jakes reference today.
That's right. Brother Dwight says, get it out, expressions. Yeah, I think we have to be conscientious about who, when, and where we do those things.
But the Dwight, those moments when we feel like we got to get it out. And you kind of said this the other day, sweetheart. Sometimes we hold on to stuff.
Yeah.
Until it explodes. It's too much. Okay. Is that wise? Or is that unwise to hold on to it until you got to yell it out? I don't think it's wise.
I don't think it's wise, but I think that there's such a delicate dance between this is bothering me, and this is bothering me, and this is bothering me, and oh, this is bothering me, and this is bothering me. Or even the difference between that is this is bothering me, but I'll keep it to myself. This is bothering me, but I'll keep it to myself. This is bothering me, but I'm keeping it to myself. This is bothering me, so I keep it to myself. But now this last thing, I can't keep none of it to myself.
And all of it's going to come out. And it won't make sense too.
No.
By the way, when you do that, and I'm raising my hand too, because when I do that, I'm conscious in sober moments when I'm not feeling that way. All of that didn't make sense because it's too much. It's too late. It's not timely anymore. You held on to stuff for no reason. Let it go.
Grand Rising, Dr. Beverly. Grand Rising to my favorite, awesome, beautiful family.
Good morning, Dr. Beverly. She's in time.
Hey, Antonobi. Antonobi was there last night. What's good?
Boy, what is going on in Antonobi's world? I heard her voice last night in the lobby of the Empowerment Center online. and she was so enthusiastic about being there.
Jeez,
I'm like, wow. Her energy was like, whoa.
Yes, we're excited about her being there.
And we're going to see her face in person soon, right?
Yes.
Because she's going to travel to
the Sisters Inspiring Sisters to Advance Retreat 2025,
Ocean City,
Maryland, October the 25th, 26th, 27th. We're excited for those that are already set up. Brittany says, no complaining doesn't help anything, but sometimes it's good because advocating for yourself, it causes the situation to change after complaining. I think the advocating...
That's a fine line, and I think she's right. I think she's right because sometimes it can be construed as complaining, but also it's also putting a highlighter on something that you don't like.
Like, look here, you got one more again.
Or notice, I don't like when this thing happens. Because the person that's doing something that you're complaining about.
Sometimes they don't realize.
Right, they could be unaware.
Sometimes they are aware.
Sometimes they are.
Yeah,
sometimes they're not. Aware. This sounds more art than science to me.
It is art rather than science. Hey, Ernest. He says, hey, y'all, just wanted to share. I started a Lego club on base last week. The point helping young soldiers to see where they fit. Amen. Well, it got bigger than I thought, and so many resist to join is like wildfire. So many resist to join the club.
I think it's like it's like wildfire. The Lego club, finding out where they fit. That sounds very, very clever.
But didn't expect it to already be heating up. Why do I do this? Mental health helps us to cope with being deployed. I could have not stepped out without listening to the two of you daily to work on my purpose.
Praise God for that report. Thank you, Ernest. And you know what? There was somebody, what you're highlighting to me. There was somebody that needed the Lego club.
And doesn't Pharrell have a talk now that he's doing, or a song, Pharrell, that has to do with Legos and how he used the Lego? It's a Lego story to build a song, like one piece, he probably does. Piece. It was a really cool excerpt that I watched. I don't know if he
finding out where you fit,
describing it or not, but it was wonderful. And I think you could look that up, do a search on it or Google on it.
Because a lot of soldiers grew up with Legos and they played with them,
and some of them still do.
And some of them still do.
Sweetie.
We have a friend of ours. We were hanging out with this friend of ours, and we saw an advertisement for the upcoming Batman Lego movie. Okay. At the time the movie was upcoming. And his wife was like, well, I know we're going to go see that. Because she know her husband loves Legos. Like,
Antonobi said, it's awesome last night. A fresh word and confirmation for me. And I used the same word, but God brought it from a more deep perspective. 2 Kings chapter 4, verses 1 through 7. That's what you do. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Amen. Jay says, amen. Dwight says, relationships make it better eventually in time. No judgment. Amen. Amen. And
Ernest says,
people joined a lot. That's what I was trying to say. Sorry, it is Pharrell. It is, and Pharrell does. Great.
You are correct.
I thought it was Pharrell. I know the young people could find it. Amen.
I was in church.
I thought that was an amazing.
Dad, that's what I called him. Dad, she got one more gin and
one more gin,
and
she gonna get it. Okay. Oh yeah, you campaign, you can get elected.
And then that pastor's gonna say, "Well, hold on a second. What you doing, Pastor? I'm calling her up because if you're about to complain about her, I think she should know what you're complaining about. I'm gonna call her up and see if she can come in here
to give her a chance to get it right.
Put her on a speaker. Yeah, I like that approach myself. If you come at me to complain when I'm aware, well, hold on, let's call them up.
That it depends. Again, it's in leadership. If you're just calling me to complain, then we need to bring the people together, right? But if you're calling me to complain in your confidence, like you're not going to do anything about it, you're not trying to backbite about it, but you just have to get it off of your chest, then you can speak to me.
Okay, you can do that. But if I think it's going too much. Ernest, I love this story. Please keep Lisa and I abreast.
Please. Oh, he says, I promise to take pics and share. Also, Red Cross is now sponsoring sets. Amen. God is amazing. God is amazing.
Red Cross picked up on your idea and said, you know what? We're going to sponsor. We're going to buy you some Lego sets. Okay.
Thank you.
To support your ministry.
You need to let Lego know, too.
Yes, because you're supporting military. Sister Vicky Linnell Evans says,
I like that approach to Brian. I like that approach to Brian K. McNeill. Amen. Two. Yes. Two. Surely you put the link in there. I presume that's Pharrell's Lego link, but it was a good link. I like that.
Thank you very much.
Amen.
It's now
She said
9:48.
it's Pharrell's Lego link.
It's 9:48. It's time for us to say thank you the way we say thank you with greeting songs and with greeting logos. And today's going to be lively because we got a few of you beautiful people in here that we get a chance to do your song. Birdie Rouse, you deserve a jam. Birdie Rouse, help us find you a song for you, either a genre or a song where we could put the words Birdie Rouse into it. Birdie Rouse rocks. Steady. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that one because that's Vicky's jam. Vicky. Ava, you deserve a jam. Ava M. Carter. Something.
No.
What?
No.
I'm saying Ava deserves a
jam. You was getting ready to
do
Vicky's song again.
Ava don't deserve a song.
Ava,
can you believe that? She don't want to give you a song, Ava. Lisa don't want to give you a jam.
The Bitcoin King. He's the Bitcoin King. Uzama. Bitcoin King. He's the Bitcoin King. Uzama.
Uzama was up first today. Up next was Dr. Deborah Dunstan. She's got a song.
Dr. Deborah, nonprofit strategist and funding coach.
This is our way of saying thank you to our consistent contributors. And Ava, you're a contributor, so you deserve a jam. Recommend something for us. We'll put your name into it. Or you might even already have one. So let us know about it, please. Please scroll down.
I'm trying to do two things at one time.
Okay.
Chill.
Lena Janelle has a jam. Lena Janelle, baby, when gets high off her art, don't know how to behave. Ooh. You got to feel that thing when you're doing Lena. Up next is Miss Phyllis George. Miss Phyllis is here.
Miss Phyllis is here.
So clear the way. Miss Phyllis is here. Now we can all have a great day. Good morning, Miss Phyllis.
Good morning.
Susan Kennedy's got a jam too. Susan Kennedy, you're everything I hope for.
You're everything I need.
You are so beautiful
to be.
Good morning. Dr. Beverly says friendships today are nothing like friendships back in the day. People turn on you without notice or understanding. Tis true, tis true. Judy Floyd got a jam too.
Oh, Judy, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Judy. Hey, Judy.
That's Judy Floyd, a.k.a. my big sister. Katura Green's got a jam too. And it goes, back to life, back to Katura Green.
However do you want it?
However do you need it?
Do you need
That's
it?
Katura Green's greeting jam.
And Katura, I have to say, I was disappointed as I was actually thinking in my spirit I was going to get to see you when Pastor Lofton came to preach, and I was looking forward to it.
She told me about it.
That means
when Pastor Lofton came, we thought we might see Katura and Tarnaz today.
Yeah,
but this upcoming Sunday, we're coming to your house, Katura. We're going to be in your building, the 3C Church. There's some support pastors event there.
Pastor, it's their church. It's their pastor's anniversary, and pastor is preaching.
And we're going to be there for that. Jay Mattier's got a jam too, and it goes, get ready, get ready. Oh, get ready, because here Jay comes. Get ready, because here Jay comes. Get ready, because here Jay comes. So we're going to get there early so we can get us a good seat. Mark Greer has a jam too, and it goes, so wide you can't get around it.
So low you can't get under it.
So high you can't get over it. Mark Greer is under a groove. He's getting down just for the funk of it. Mark Greer is under a groove. Nothing can stop us now. That's Mark Greer's jam. Shirley DeJohnette, why it will rock you, rock you. Shirley DeJohnette, why it will rock you, rock you. It's Brittany.
It's Brittany. It's Brittany. Brittany Thomas. It's Brittany. It's Brittany. It's Brittany. Brittany.
It's your time.
It's your time. Yeah.
That's Brittany Thomas's greeting jam. Vicki Evans rocks. Did we just do that? Steady. Steady rocking all night long. Vicki Evans rocks. Steady.
Rocking to the break of rocking to the break of dawn.
That's how we're saying thank you to Vicky.
Brian, you was singing that right there. You had some notes working for
Vicky?
you. Yeah.
Somebody said that before. I can sing Vicky's song pretty good.
Yeah. You like that song or something.
Apparently. There's a lot of brothers named Dwight, but that's not our Dwight. This one here is D. White.
D. White.
He's our guy.
That's
D.
right.
White Robinson. This is one that we all can participate in. Put on your Nigerian voice. Sit up straight into your chair. Take a lot of air into your body. And say the words, thank you, Watanabe.
Thank you, Watanabe.
That's her jam. Also, Dr. Beverly has a logo, and it goes, Dr. Beverly is on the show. And she's often at work, so good morning to you
and the rest of your crew.
Good morning, Dr. Beverly. If you need web designing
or some digital marketing,
don't call me. Call Ernest James Usher. Ernest James Usher. I know we read it. I want you guys to lift up Ernest James Ministry, helping soldiers with their mental health with the Lego Ministry. He had a name for it. I was looking for it. Fit well. Start a Lego club.
That name.
Started a Lego club to helping young soldiers see where they fit. Well, it's gotten
I like actually fit well as the name of it.
Okay, well, maybe that's a suggestion for Ernest. But I think that's worthy of being lifted up, Ernest. And I think we want to pray for that. I want to encourage everyone else to help pray because he needs prayer is an energy exchange.
Absolutely.
It sends an energy. So, Ernest, I believe that's a worthy cause. And I want to take a moment to lift that up. Please.
Amen. We do. We do. We love you and we continue to pray and lift that up.
We Jay?
We did Jay. Yep. Okay. We did Ernest. We did Shirley. We did Vicky. Shirley, Ernest, Birdie, we got to get you a song.
Birdie, you deserve one.
We got you. We did Brittany.
Amen.
Ernest. I think we did.
We got
everybody.
Dwight loves that. Yes. Vicky Nelson says, "Go Brian K. McNeill."
That's
apparently, right. I can sing her jam.
You can. You have it. You had it. Ooh. It was right in there.
When I sing Vicky's jam, I see in my head the whispers. Scotty and what's the other brother? Walter and Scotty, I think. But those are twins that sing the whispers. And I can picture them every time Vicky on stage going, rock, steady. I can picture them.
Amen. Ernest says, thank you. Please pray because they will need every conversation, every piece, every set, every one fits somewhere,
That's
and
right.
we will find it. Blessings.
Ernest.
Amen. We are receiving
I'm right
that
here
assignment.
with you.
We're receiving that assignment.
I think that's so worthy.
We got to get out of here. It's 9:55.
Get to say work. This last thing, Ernest. What you're doing right now, man, it was sparked by an electrical impulse in your brain, and a lot of people call that an idea. And I am so grateful for you to act on the idea that you got.
Absolutely.
Because you're going to bless somebody else.
And make it happen. Mm-hmm. Continue to do that. Remember, say it's Wisdom Wednesday, evaluation day. Take some time to evaluate your week. Evaluate.
What are you doing well? What are you doing correctly? And if you had this time to do it again, what would you have done differently? Peace.
And in the meantime, don't forget to have sex because you need that too.